Here I am with Stephen Hoogenraad, who's going to tell me a little bit about technology in the classroom. So, what do you got to tell us about?
So there was very little technology in the classroom when I got here in 2001. So for if we ever wanted to use computers, the only computers we had were desktops, and they were in the computer lab next door to here. The computer lab, which has no computers now because they've all been replaced with Chromebooks. But the computers that we had at that time were such garbage. They made the computers that were in the computer lab most recently look amazing. The computers were so bad that some of them didn't have mice. First of all, they were that old, and they didn't have CD-ROM drives. Like, that was what we had, and so looking up stuff on the internet was so painful because they barely worked. Since then, we've gone through several computer changes that have improved things sort of marginally. So we can do a lot more on computers, but in our classrooms themselves, we now have those projector things that we can show what's going on in our computer up on a screen. When I first got here, all we had were overhead projectors, and so we'd use those plastic sheets and write on them with a marker, and that's how we did notes and stuff. And if we didn't, just use the chalkboard. Now we can do all that stuff like typing it on the computer and reuse things, which is a lot more efficient. And if we wanted to watch a video or anything like that, we had to book a television, and we'd roll it into our classes. And when I first got here, I think there was 2 on this floor up here. So we had to book one of those 2 televisions, and we could roll it around because obviously here at Nepean, you couldn't carry the TV down a floor or anything like that. That would be just painful. So we'd roll those 2 TVs around and watch the VHS tapes on them because that's what we had.
Right.
Yeah.
So technology has changed. And how long have you been teaching?
Since 2001.
Since 2001, and it's now 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hoogenraad.
Oh, you're welcome.